Year 9s, we're going to keep talking about translation. So this time, let's turn the page again. So we talked about up and down translations. Let's talk about left and right translations. Okay, what we're going to look at is how to understand particular types of equations. So this is a basic form for an equation, for a quadratic equation, sorry. Okay, this looks slightly different to what we've done before, but if it's in this form, it won't always be in this form, but if it is, it's going to be really easy to read. So what we're going to talk about is what A, B, and C mean, okay? A, B, and C. A, which we said in the last video, because it's in front of the x squared, well, it would be if this was expanded, this is going to be our dilation factor, okay? So this tells us whether the graph is wider or thinner. Dilation factor. That should be a T and an O, not fatter. Yeah, anyway, you know what I mean. B is actually our horizontal translation, okay? So whether it goes sideways, horizontal means sideways, remember? So we're talking about horizontal. And this one, C, is our vertical translation. So this is what we talked about in the last video, whether it goes up or down. Remember that we talked about the number at the end, tells us whether it goes up or down. This one in here tells us whether it goes horizontal or not. Oh, if there's one here, it definitely goes horizontal somewhere. So what we're going to say is, if this is slightly confusing, okay, let's start with the easy bits. So C, if it's positive, it goes up. If it's negative, it goes down. Okay, that's easy. We talked about that in the last video. B, however, is the opposite of exactly what you think. If it's negative, it goes right. If it's positive, it goes left. So it's the opposite of what you think. So it's this B number here. We have a negative thing in here. So if it looks like this, we go left. If it's a positive number, we go right, okay? Sorry, left. Oh, you know what I mean. I'm repeating myself. Okay, you get the point. Let's look at an example. Okay, so let's look up here. If we had something that looked like this, so y equals 2, x minus 4 plus 1. Okay, let's have a go at doing this. So we know the dilation factor is 2 because that was in our place of A. So this is the formula. Oh gosh, that's terrible. This is the formula we're going to look at. So A is the dilation factor. Okay, it's 2, which means, let's go back and have a look at what we talked about. Okay, so the dilation factor is 2, which means it's a skinnier graph. It's this one here, okay? It's a skinnier graph than before. So that's good to know. That'll help us understand the shape of the graph. Please turn the page. Why aren't you turning the page? Oh, come on! Oh, I don't understand. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Okay. So then what we're going to look at is this bit. We've got -4 is our horizontal translation, which is B. So it goes right. Okay, because it's a negative number, we're looking down here, it's a negative number, so we go right. And our 1 is C, because it's the last one, and that means we go up 1. Okay, so we're going right 4 and we're going up 1. So let's draw our little thing. So we're going to go up 1, let's call this 1, and we're going to go right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're actually going to draw our graph from here. That's going to be our turning point. Oh, that is the messiest thing ever, but you get my point, okay? That's where our graph would sit because of the translation factors we've just looked at. Okay, so make sure you understand this equation. This one is about up or down, and this one is about left or right. Okay, that's what that's about. Well, hopefully that'll be helpful for now. Oh, actually, one of the other things I wanted to talk about, I don't really have much room left on this page, do I? If it looks like this, if it looks like y equals x minus 4 squared, this is about a horizontal translation. If it looks like this is about a vertical translation, okay? Well, actually, let's draw it like that. That's less confusing. So, where's my eraser? There it is. If there are brackets, we're talking about horizontal, okay? So if we're talking about horizontal, we're talking about something in brackets. If we're talking about vertical, it won't be in brackets, like this example here, okay? So no brackets equals vertical translation. Brackets equals horizontal translation, okay? Hopefully that is making sense to you guys. And yeah, I will talk to you about the null factor law next.